So it's crazy that we've got all these posts installed. I mean, they look new. Now, grass has grown up around them, so maybe he set them a while ago and just didn't build it. With treated pine fence posts, the faster you can get the structure on these posts, the rails, the better.
Today's video is brought to you by Nationwide Industries, the Fence Pros' #1 choice. And they're this Fence Pros' choice for a couple reasons. The most recent reason? Gate kits. They've paired their most popular hinges with their most popular latches in the most common post sizes to make it easier to grab and go. Also, as a consumer, it makes sure you know you've got the right hinge for the right latch. For example, if you've got a pull gate, they've got a pull gate kit just for you. It's got the Cornerstone hinge in it. It's got the Trident 20-inch. Both some of our most popular gate hinge hardwares. You've got a vinyl fence with 5-inch posts. They got you covered. They've got their Cornerstone 2 hinge. They've got the Keystone Traverse latch, which I love a lot. They've also got a handle in there. But if you have a vinyl fence with, say, a 4-inch post, they've got that too. All at Nationwide Industries. Check them out in the link below.
All right, guys, today's video is titled How to Fix a Warped Fence Post Without Replacing It. Time saver? If you'd like to watch the video in its entirety without my commentary, we've linked it in the description below. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so it looks like we're dealing with treated pine 4x4 post, notorious for warping. It's the main reason we don't install treated pine fence posts anymore. Even the good ones, at least in our climate, you still see them end up warping 6 to 8 months later, if not quite a bit sooner, depending on where they come from. So let's see how they handle it. So this is pretty typical, right? So it looks pretty straight coming up out of the ground, and then about foot off the ground, 2 foot off the ground, it really just takes a hard turn. And it looks like we're comparing one warped post to another, which just makes it even that much more dramatic of a scene. So it's crazy that we've got all these posts installed. I mean, they look new. Now, grass has grown up around them, so maybe he set them a while ago and just didn't build it. With treated pine fence posts, the faster you can get the structure on these posts, the rails, the better. Just try to give them some sort of support. You want the concrete to cure fully, all of that. I'm not saying build it on wet concrete, but the faster the better. And the fact that this post has some pretty tall grass grown up around it tells me these were probably set a little while ago, which is the majority of the problem. So we're drilling into a piece of steel. We're gonna fasten, yeah, okay. We're fastening it to the post. So at the end of this, I guess you're left with a post that has a couple holes in it, albeit maybe a little bit straighter. So he wetted it down. That way you're going to try to bring it back to plumb, back to square, and then hopefully it keeps its shape as it dries, I guess is the theory. The fact that we're not just building the rest of this fence since we're already putting up our cross members, it seems to be built really out of order here. So either we set the post and then they warped before we could put structure on them, or surely he didn't build it with a warped post. I mean, that seems like a pretty straightforward thing not to do. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to save what, $9-10 on a 4x4 treated pine post. You would have at least $9 or $10 in labor just building it, plus I guess you would have to have a random piece of steel, or maybe you bought it. I don't know. I think it's a little bit much. I think if nothing else, you pull the post up and you replace it with a new one. If it warps once, it's going to warp again, maybe this time in a whole new direction. But you never know. Let me know in the comments below what you think, how you would handle it. For now, Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors, and I'll see you next time.